Hello and welcome to, a stream after some technical troubles that meant I couldn't stream on Thursday, and then the last couple of days have just been getting that sorted out. And it turned out, fortunately, that a full, fresh reinstall of Windows probably wasn't necessary. I say probably because it might still turn out that I need to do that, but I did some stuff with swapping drives around and ran some Windows repair tools, and that seems to have done the trick. So fingers crossed it's all going to behave itself. So as the title of the stream intimates, and if you've been following me on Twitter at all, you'll have seen that, my cat that was supposed to be here like last week, well, they turned up at the beginning of this week, so it's been about a week now I've had him, and he's actually called Sam, which is why we've got the Unsinkable Sam on the Bismarck here. I decided we're going to start off with the Unsinkable Sam trio of ships: Bismarck, Cossack, and Ark Royal. And unfortunately, I don't have a camera I can set up and show you Sam, but I do have some stuff, some photos and short video clips I can show off quickly. Also, thank you Matanza for that resub, 9 months. Thank you very much. Well, that was just a fit of peak, Ralach, just a complete fit of peak. So let me bring the thing up, and can I get that full screen? Yes, I can. And we want that. So, this is Sam. And this is these first two photos are actually not mine. These are from the foster carer. Because he's a rehomed cat. He's about 2 years old. And he's not a particularly big cat, but he's quite a fluffy cat. So I've got some little video clips. This is, I think, the first evening or the evening after I got him. I can't remember. The first day or two he just spent hiding, basically, and this was him first
meowing about?
Coming out, and this is me talking over myself. So that's what Sam looks like. Got a bunch of clips like that, him having a munch on the chair. You might be able to hear him in the background, actually. He's batting away at something. Also, 100 bits from Malak, thank you very much. So there he's having a munch. I can't even remember what the rest of this clip is. I think it's literally just him eating some biscuits. This was when he was first letting me stroke him, which he seemed to come round very quickly. He started off being super shy, and then it's only taken about 4 days before he's like, yeah, okay, you're all right, you'll do, I'll let you stroke me. But this was the kind of the first time he really let me pet him and didn't just run away at the sight of me.
Meow.
He's also very chatty, as you'll see in one of the other videos. So this is him, I don't know how audible this will be, but this is him having a good old purr. I'm not sure it's quite like, this is all on my completely crummy cell phone camera, so I don't know how good the audio quality is, but he's got quite a loud purr. I can't hear it, so it's not really coming through very well, but your female cat's suddenly very interested in the stream. I wonder why. Well, it's a good thing we're quite far away from each other, because apparently I thought he had been fixed, but apparently he hasn't, so that's something I'm going to have to get done at some point. This is the most recent clip I've got. I think the last one in that little folder.
Hey Sam, tell me how terrible it is. Meow. Meow. I know, I'm cruel and I won't let you go outside. So mean. Go on, meow at me. Meow. 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 Meow.
So, yeah.
So, tell me how terrible it is.
So that's Sam. And he's really not very happy at that. Like, he's mostly meowing about the fact that I won't let him outside. He's supposed to stay in for a couple of weeks, just so he gets it firmly fixed in his little furry head that this is home, and he's not going to go and try and disappear back to his foster home. So yeah, he's not very pleased by that at the moment. He frequently complains about wanting to go outside, and spends a lot of time sitting staring out the window wistfully. And he keeps, because I leave the bathroom open a bit because that's where the litter tray is, so he keeps going and knocking stuff off the bathroom windowsill. Anyway, so like I said, we're going to start off with the Unsinkable Sam ships. He's kind of named after Unsinkable Sam, who was that famous cat that survived the sinking of the Bismarck, the Cossack, and the Ark Royal. But my initial thought was actually naming him after Sam Vimes, who's a character from the Discworld series. Partly that's because of his he's a tuxedo cat, but he's a bit of a messy looking tuxedo cat. He's not put his tuxedo on very neatly, so it kind of, I don't know, I just looked at him and he looked like a Sam somehow. So, yeah. He's got his ill-fitting formal wear on, which seems quite appropriate for Samuel Vimes. But then, obviously, it occurred to me that Sam's quite a good naval name for a cat as well, so, yeah. Now, the real question is, will we get sunk in these 3 battles? It's almost a pity there is only the Unsinkable Sam camo for the Bismarck. It'd be nice if there's Unsinkable Sam camo for all 3 ships. I don't know if that's been picked up, by the way. I got him a scratching post, and miracle of miracles, he actually uses it, and not my furniture or my carpet, although he did use my carpet a little bit. So yeah, the scratching noises or batting noises, or my cat is broken in that he's actually doing things on the things he's supposed to do. I know. But those people who looked at my Twitter earlier today will know that he basically had a little accident in that he managed to, it's quite a high-sided litter tray. He managed to, I don't know, I guess he was trying to hop out of it and put his weight on the thing, and it tipped it over. So the bathroom floor got covered with cat litter, and then he decided, because he needed to use the bathroom still, he was going to poop on the bath mat instead, so he did that. So that was a fun thing to clean up. So yeah, he's doing some cat things that he's supposed to do. He's not being completely, well behaved. He's also one of those cats that likes to sit in boxes. I mean, you saw from that first photo him in a box, and I've put out a shoe box for him to sit out on top of my filing cabinet, and he's used that a couple of times. So yeah, he's quite stereotypical cat in some ways, and in other ways he's a bit, I don't know, well behaved. But yeah, we're getting on very well so far, I think. Very well indeed. I don't think so. Not that I know of. I don't know too much about his prior life. The group I got him from, they mostly look after and rehome, like there's a real feral cat problem on the islands. Oh, hello, Odin. So, yeah, they have a heavy focus on that. And so a lot of what they do is rescuing, weaning, kittens from the wild, and they don't have that many adult cats, so they were quite happy when I expressed an interest in getting an adult cat, because that's not something people do too often, apparently, as want adult cats. They typically want the cute little kitties. Cute little kittens. Oh, naturally. Right, the Z46 has quite possibly got his Hydro. Torpedoes. What are those? Oh yeah, no, probably it was something like that. I'm sure Hildebrand, yeah. Yeah, his previous owners all died under mysterious circumstances, and weirdly enough, all of their possessions were left to him in their wills. It was a really strange coincidence. But you know, it is just a total coincidence, I'm sure. Also, I might need to, like, he hasn't... If I disappear at one point for several minutes, it's because I need to go and make the bathroom less smelly, because he produces some quite powerful smells for a small cat. He's not a big cat. It's not the kind of thing I can sit and endure, sadly. It's like, okay, gotta go clear that up right away, because otherwise I think it counts as a form of chemical warfare. I don't know how he is in terms of like how he'll be when it comes to birds and stuff, because yeah, he is used to being outside, or at least being able to go outside a bit, which is why he's moaning so vociferously at the moment. And there are a fair few small birds around, so I might just see if I can keep him mostly indoors. I did even have the completely wacky thought of maybe getting him like a little cat harness thing, but I don't know how we'd take to that. He might just look at me like I've completely lost my marbles. Apparently, I was reading and watching little videos and, you know, stuff on cat ownership, because I grew up with cats, but I've never been solely responsible for a cat. And so it was good to have a refresher. But apparently, yeah, that's not like that kind of thing where they leave their prey alive and let it run around a bit. The idea is that they're tiring the prey out. It's not just being, you know, evil. There is an actual evolutionary purpose to it. Having said, I'm going to need to go and, you know, clean the thing if there's smells. Apparently that was prophetic, because now I can smell bad smells. Okay, well that's some. Oh yeah, no, that's really coming through now. Yeah, after this battle I'm going to have to go and do a clean up in the bathroom, because oh, that's a powerful smell. That's a very powerful smell. Poor, trying to scrub the poop deck indeed. Oh my, right. I didn't even quite notice that this is properly a tier 10 game.
Problem gelöst.
Alright, Pommer, get my rear guns on you. Nice and broadside right now. Turning away a bit, and not quickly. I think he's feeling a bit frisky at the moment because he keeps running up and down in the background.
Unser Team hat die Führung übernommen.
I'm going to go his scratching post. The other thing he likes to do is the sofa has got some kind of tassels around the bottom, and he sits and kicks at those. The fierce little hunter that he is. I do need to get him some proper toys. The local garden centre slash pet shop. Well, pet shop in terms of pet supplies. I don't think they actually sell pets anymore. They did for a while, but yeah, they had a really limited, weird selection of pet toys. And the weirdest of those was undoubtedly a small stuffed Vladimir Putin toy, which I really wish I'd taken a photo of because it's just the weirdest thing I've seen in a long while. That was probably the best of the toys they had as well. There was like a selection of 4 things available, and one of them was a small stuffed Vladimir Putin. A pet shop as in where you get pet supplies from. That's kind of what I meant by that. I'm not sure about pets stores where you can actually buy, you know, pets from. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. Possibly there was some change in regulations or whatever. They did used to have, not like cats and dogs and things, but it tended to be, I don't know, birds. I think mostly they had birds there, fish, that kind of thing. Oh, that smells really distracting. Oh, that is powerfully distracting. Right, things are getting a bit interesting with this storm, that's for sure. Let's see if I can finish off this convoy at least. That's the torpedoes. No.
Torpedos auf Steuerbord.
It's that. Shima's dead though, that's good. That's the most dangerous one. Meow! Hello, Sam. Say hello to the stream. I keep getting trying to get him to go on my lap, because he could go on my lap if he wanted to. There is sufficient space when I'm sat at my computer desk for that. But yeah, no, he's not wanted to so far. I've put the shoebox on the desk next to the thing, so we'll see if he gets tempted to go there at least. Right, that was not going to do well, I suppose. Right, I'm just going to sit here and get punched in the face by a Yamato. That seems like a thing to do. Meow! Right, there's the bomber. Holland. Kind of awkwardly broadside to everything right now. Comment. Get the secondaries to keep you at that Ogni boy. That's a very that's a very concerning drop there. Mr. Shima, I'm not going to lie, but anyway. Costing his ship as well. Fire. Let's help the boys talk. Presumably. Oh, get it. Oh, yep. What did those torpedo be? I knew that was going to be fine. Right, I'm going to have to extinguish those fires. Where's the Odin? Odin. Commands talk. I don't think we can. Not too fat. Oh, yeah. Ah, killed me, but never mind. I think we're winning this one. So, you know, we sank just as in reality, and this means I can now go and deal with the thing that is affecting my nose so very badly. Oh, it really is quite the smell. So, yeah, I'll be right back, and you can watch the outcome of this game, which we might win. Not entirely sure. We'll see how it goes.
Unser Team hat die Führung übernommen.
Oh, right, there we go. He's running around madly again. And what have they got left? Oh yeah, one ship. We've won this. Just that Margie. Oh, I keep... This isn't well of tanks and you can control click and you can clumsily zoom around the place instead. Right, I will survive that, but... Margie is one good salvo. I do have... There is a fan in there, but I haven't turned that on just because... sometimes it works properly. It's supposed to go on for a bit and then just turn itself off after a while, but quite often it just stays on indefinitely and buzzes away in the background and is quite annoying and distracting. Yeah, right, that wasn't a terrible Bismarck game, considering I was slightly distracted. So, after the sinking of the Bismarck, which not many people survived, but, you know, Sam was one of the survivors, it was then picked up by HMS Cossack. So that's what we're playing next. He's murdering the sofa again now. Those poor tassels. Sam! Come here. Come here. Meow. No, apparently the sofa is good enough now. Trying to get him to come back over here again, but no, he's just going to laze around on the sofa. What do I even pay you for? You're providing zero entertainment value right now, Sam. Just terrible. Gonna have to have a managerial talk with him afterwards, clearly. Right, Cossack. Let's see if I can remember how to Cossack. It's been a while.
Let's get to it.
Fortunately, there's a carrier, which isn't good news because Cossack's AA is bloody terrible. What's the AA? 2.5. Air detection 2.5. So this is one where you might as well just leave it on. Okay. Standard game as well, and tier 10. So, oh, also tier 10 carrier. So we might very well just get sunk in this one. If I get sunk in all three games, I mean, it'll be historically accurate at least, I suppose. This sounds a good fly swatter. I don't know. I need to release a box of flies in the house or something. The only other kind of wildlife in quotes that I do have in my house is spiders, but he's not shown any particular interest in spiders so far. So there's a Jutland. What's my torque range again? Is it 10? Yeah, 10 kilometers. Hey, I'm going to guess that's Tialuk. Hello. An odd chap, people. Very odd. We only have the odd ones here. Jerry, hello. How are you? Guess we'll try making a drop on this Bismarck. Just about going to intersect those torps. Well, that's... I don't want to advance too much here because that Jutland would be a nasty one to run into. He's a Tux. A Tux cat. Oh, I completely forgot to... I should have said... yeah, codes. We've got this thingy's codes going. So, yeah, there is a thing going. And I'll do what I usually do and just draw at the end of the stream. So this is some Kriegsmarine containers, CC containers, and camos is what I have codes for this time. Oh, Did he alter course or?
Enemy destroyer detected.
He's just gonna, yeah, come in behind those. That was remarkably close. Right, if I stay near the Friesland and the Oostgotland, that at least means I've got some AA cover. So I've only got 5 of the containers codes each. Like 5 of each type of code to give out, so... I've been downgraded again, just I guess because I don't quite meet the threshold in terms of... Oh, hello, Jutland. In terms of streaming. Enemy cruiser detected. And this is the advantage this thing has, it is very stealthy. So, yeah, and because my YouTube viewership has not kind of recovered even to the level it used to be, I'm not at the... I'm kind of like at the basic tier in terms of how many codes and things they give me. So stream more. Well, I will if my PC just behaves. Whoop. What is it? 5.5. Yeah. Hello, Jutland. I'm gonna drop a little smoke here. I was sort of hoping I'd pick him up again. A lot of people would. Oh, he's. Okay. That's fine. As well.
Smoke generator activated.
That's fine, so that's okay.
Smoke screen set.
Oh, the daring's got me spot. That's annoying. It's fine, this was completely according to plan. Right, unspotted now. Oof! Whose shell was that? Musashi. I think that was a I wasn't even HE, that was just Musashi AP. Evil Tim with the 500 bits. Thank you very much. Oh, I can still smell the, you know, still a bit of the pong circulating in the air. Oof. That's a powerful smell. Right, dare I open fire again? I mean, our gunboat destroyers over there don't seem... I'm guessing they're in a division. Yeah. They haven't seemed particularly interested in opening fire on this culture. I was kind of hoping they would. Which is why I sort of circled back round to pick him up again, but... alas, no joy. Right. Let's turn around. Yeah, I will. I mean, like I was saying before, I had cats growing up for years and years and years. We had multiple cats. And, you know, kind of got a bit used to it then, but I've been without for a couple of years, so I'm having to reacclimate myself. It's definitely, because I've been living on my own for nearly 10 years now. Yeah, just about 10 years, in fact. Just even having a cat around the place is taking a small amount of getting used to. Friesland's trying to hydro out the, which will be better than my hydro. This is the point where we all gang up on this guy. This is the real strength of this ship, is having 8 of these 120mm guns. It's pretty powerful gun armament for a tier 8 destroyer. He wasn't a stray, he's a rehomed cat. I'm not sure we rehomed where from exactly. Right, the hack planes look like they're coming this way, but I'm hugging this Friesland for dear life right now. It's my wonderful, amazing 2.5 km range that does so very much. Right, I've got the master. Our other extant destroyers. In fact, all destroyers still alive. Yeah, the Fletcher's not here. I think the Fletcher's the only one that's not here. The Marcel and the Fletcher are there. So most of each team's destroyers are over here. That's definitely a lot more loot than that.
Smoke generator activated.
Queuing at that Montana, maybe?
Battleship sighted.
Smoke screen set.
Right, it's basically us destroyers and this Musashi. Okay, yeah, he's moving around in his
Enemy destroyer
I
sighted.
did a bit of damage to him, nothing spectacular, but a bit is better than nothing. Oh, that's sad to hear, Evil Team. Yeah, some cats are just unfortunately, you know, whether just because they are inherently assholes or else because of how they've been treated previously, they just end up not being suited to being with people. Ooh, let's go.
Torpedoes to starboard.
More damage, nothing spectacular. Right, if this had a more powerful torpedo armament, it would be probably one of the most deadly torpedo destroyers at tier 8. Right, we're going to get lucky with the... I think we are, you know. Actually hit some of these torpedoes. Boop, boop, boop. Nice.
We sank their
Getting into the
battleship.
flooding. Right, apart from that Bismarck, the rest of them are all rather crowded at the back. My my aunt's late mum, this is going back a few years, but she had a cat that was for some reason she decided she really liked this cat, but he was an evil little bugger. Bit and scratched her. And at the point where she passed away, they had to have the cat put down because there was no way they could rehome it. But for some reason she'd been quite fine and happy with him all those years, even though he was an evil, scratchy, bitey little bugger. And the weird thing was, he was a brother of a cat that they themselves had, who was really lovely. He was a really nice cat. You would not believe that they were even slightly related.
Engine boost deactivated.
That is nice.
Enemy
That is
destroyer
daring.
sunk.
That was a decent little kill.
Our team has taken the lead.
Well, this is proving to be a rather more successful game in terms of kills than the Bismarck, but I think we're going to win again also. He's just lying on the sofa glaring at me at the moment. Well, not glaring so much. He's doing important cat sleeping business. We're not far off winning this one. I don't know if I'm yoinking myself any more kills, but I guess we'll see. Is him having a go at me? Well, hello the planes, but also hello my Friesland buddy.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Bearings torps. Oh, that was a nasty hit.
Fire.
So even with the Friesland next to
Engine
me,
boost activated.
that Hakuryu still managed to almost kill me. Even literally humping one of the most powerful anti-air destroyers in the game. Oh well, what can you do? I'm honestly just surprised I've shot down any planes at all. The AA on this thing is absolutely pathetic. Only 11 entries, by the way, so, you know.
Battle ends in 5
Do the
minutes.
thing. And you might get some codes. This is probably the one thing that does stop me from playing the Cossack more is just how bad the AA is. It's the same with the Sashio, although the Sashio is also such a one-trick pony that it's kind of boring to play unless you manage to get lucky with big, fat, slow, stupid battleships not using Wasset hacks. That's the question. Where is that Fletcher? 31 hit points. Well, okay. Just not a lot of hit points. Yeah, that's true. The smokes do have some decent utility in that regard.
Engine boost deactivated.
I don't want to smoke myself. I'm purely reliant on the Friesland's AA here. Damage out of this, why not?
Torpedoes to starboard.
If I'd gotten the kill on that daring earlier, you know, there would have been a chance of getting a ninja Kraken there perhaps, but that was no on either of them, so oh well. Would have been a fairly cheap Kraken. Anyway, so game 2 out of 3. This one we actually did survive. And first place, not bad score at all. And And lastly, and Sam's final ship, the Ark Royal, which, somewhat remarkably, when it was sunk, only had one casualty. I can't remember which U-boat torpedoed it, but basically there was one sailor that died from the torpedo hit. Everybody else survived as they were able to evacuate them off the ship. I'll try harder this time, Isham. I'll just sail straight down the middle of the enemy. I mean, there aren't any U-boats in the game for to sink me, so historical accuracy is definitely out of the question with this one.
So be it. Jedi.
Evil Tim with the gift subs. Thank you very much. Bits
So
and the
be
gift
it.
subs. You're feeling
Jedi.
very generous this evening.
So be it. Jedi.
They've gifted 74 subs in the channel. Good grief. It has been quite a few, hasn't it? Well, I guess, everybody that can, give a celebratory quack.
Jedi.
Oh, and a new sub. Red Claw 2. Thank you very much. Twitch Prime sub. Right. Tier 8 game. I mean, I guess, seeing as how we're on the history kick, that means I've got to exclusively focus on the Bismarck, right? See if I can jam his rudder.
Action stations.
But I'm definitely not the world's best carrier player, but we'll see how we do. Ark Royal, of course, rather slow plane, some of the slowest planes in the game, with its swordfish bombers, but the dive bombers, not dive bombers, the torp bombers at tier 6 uniquely drop 3 torpedoes. I don't think any others do at all. No cat cam yet. There isn't one spot he sits in, but we did have some pictures and clips at the start. I'll probably highlight that. In fact, I might even just highlight this whole selection of games, because this is, this is the Welcome to Sam stream, I suppose. So there's Atlanta, 2 of their destroyers. Just on a spotting run for the time being. And there's an Anshan. So that's 3 of their 4 destroyers on this flank. Let's see what else we can spot. Spikes. Fuso. Oh yeah, no, that don't. Yeah, Wargaming pay me by the compliment. So yeah, every time I say a nice thing about Wargaming, I get paid in doubloons. That's no wait, damn! I wasn't supposed to tell you guys that. Damn! I've given the secret away now. Oh, I'll be in trouble now, you guys. And there's the Jervis. Okay. You're really going for me, Furious. the world's most awkward drop. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I've probably got some of the weaker AA of anything he could have gone for. Right, what are we going to go for? This is all just going to be big blobs of ships, really. Warspite, maybe? So what did we lose? Ooh, that's Harrow's down already. So that's our destroyers. Okay. WG Scott. Yes, yes, they have an office right here on the islands. Because we're such a international hub of software development here in the Outer Hebrides. Well, the Rhine, like all Tier 4 carriers, is pretty rubbish. The only saving grace is that nothing it meets has particularly good AA. Is he really trying to go for me again? I don't know. Let's see if he actually flies. Is he going to fly into those? Kind of hilarious if he does. He might even get away with it because sometimes the planes take a little while to get attacked. I think he might have been trying to go for me again. I'm really not sure. Yeah, no, I think he is.
Autopilot enabled.
Right, this is very unpatriotic of me going for one spike. I know I said I'd go for Bismarck, but they're right in the middle of a big blob of ships. I mean, if you want to throw your planes away at my AA, Furious, you can do that. I guess. It's hardly the best use of your time, but sure. I'm almost tempted to go and pay him a visit now. Except that would be not particularly useful for my team, shall we say. Bismarck might be alone, that's true. It does kind of look like he's up in the middle alone right now. Yeah, indeed, the days of carrier sniping are certainly long gone, but that doesn't stop people trying sometimes. Going for. I thought he might be going for the Ismail, but maybe he's trying for the Leningrad? It looks like he is.
Problem solved, sir.
Really, for full historical accuracy, we have to go put torp bombers on this guy, of course, but we'll do what we can. No, is he going for me again? For goodness sake, this guy. He's persistent. Oof, that flak. Yeah, they don't maneuver very well. So much for that. That flak was not nice. It's that Sparrow guy, he is bad. I was just someone that's well known for not being particularly good, okay. He is bad and team kills. Alrighty then. Right, well, I don't think we're going to get near the Bismarck, to be honest. Most annoying thing is he's spotted me for whatever just shot me there. Possibly the Fuso or the Wolfspite? Don't really know. Wolfspite's closer. Let's go for that. He's not tried to drop on anyone except me. He's done a bit of spotting, but literally the only person he's tried to attack so far has been me. Oh, is he going to try and drop in the Bayern, or is he literally flying over a Bayern to get to me again? Who knows? Let's find out. Right, this is actually going for somebody else for a change, my word. Apparently it's possible. Oh, right, the Wolfspite said. Actually, let's see maybe if we can get the Akizuki then. Let's spot them. Service in the middle, but versus the Erland and the Leningrad, they shouldn't last too long. Shouldn't. You never know. Might end up being like a double strike or something. Right, Aki's in smoke. I did have one or two people go, why didn't you name him after a Japanese destroyer? Is that particularly a thing? Or is that literally just because Akizuki the cat? Right, well there goes the Erland. Their Jervis is still alive. I mean, both the Erland and the Jervis, not the Jervis, the Leningrad have quite good guns. And there goes the Leningrad. Wow, that Jervis is still alive. It's a little bit remarkable. In a bad way. Let's see if we can blind fire here, I guess. I feel a bit mean picking on a destroyer like that, but it seems kind of necessary. I need to kill that Akizuki. Still don't know how that Jervis got away, but okay. This might well end up with me sinking in a historically accurate fashion. I guess we'll see. Our team does seem to be flailing rather badly. Yeah, what I would do with the rocket planes is, like, if it was me, I would nerf the damage hard and maybe even, like, boost the fire rate, the fire chance. But the actual damage they do, I would tone that right down. Because that's the thing that's particularly killer against destroyers. Oh, where did he go? Maybe? No submarines in this game. No idea what's happening with the submarines actually. I've not heard anything particularly recently. This should be exactly the moment he gets some smoke back or something. Come on. Desperately need a kill. There we go.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
At least their carrier eventually decided he was going to do something other than pester me all game long. I don't know. Anyway. Is the Graf Spee in smoke? Oh, there he is. I guess it's just the Bismarck capping up the land now. It's still very healthy. Sadly. Oh, there's the Jarvis.
5 minutes. The enemy team has taken the lead.
There's the Alba. Pull those back. Nice, all three hits from the Graf Spee. So we'll see if we can go for the Jarvis. Might as well just zip up this flank. I have to ram someone. Do you think I could honestly survive long enough to get in ramming range? That seems a little unlikely, to be honest. Bismarck. I mean, the new Mex is actually really low health. Somehow survived earlier. Minutes. I don't think we can do this somehow. It will be something of a miracle if we could. It's fine. We can do this. We can totally do this. Maybe I should be going for the new Mex, actually. He's lower health. Still so humble. I know, I'm just the most humble. It's well known. I mean, honestly, he's been repeatedly flying his planes through my fighters. If it works once, it will work again, right? Thousand million tiny bombs, which did nothing except fires. If we set more fires, they will stick now, hopefully. No, that time, no fires whatsoever. Well, I might actually live. Have I mentioned, by the way, I don't think I have in this game, but, you know, every time I play a standard game, I go, have I mentioned how standard games suck? Standard games suck, you guys. Only there was some way you could actually turn off standard games or epicenter games or whatever. If there was like one game mode that you could just turn off, for me it would be standard games. Really do not like standard games. They just tend to suck. Oh dear, I was second place. Bottom tier. So much for our tier 8s. Not one of our tier 8s placed above the halfway mark. Not that there were many tier 8s, but still. Still don't know how that Jervis managed to survive versus the Erland and the Leningrad at point blank range. Just mad. Anyway, so that's the Unsinkable Sam trio. Because, you know, new cat. You know what, let's, just for those that weren't here at the start, let's put that up again. So here he is in all his fuzzy glory. Little Sam. Who's very cuddly and purry. When he's not studiously ignoring me on the sofa. So, normal ships now, I think.